And now for our regularly scheduled program, 1-800-POOP-NOW.
Dude, I have a viewer with the best name ever in my chat. It's 1-800-POOP-NOW.
Oh, 1-800-POOP-NOW. Best screen name on Twitch.
1-800-POOP-NOW.
1-800-POOP-NOW. Welcome.
1-800-POOP-NOW.
1-800-POOP-NOW. Poopski!
1-800, my favorite username. 1-800-POOP-NOW.
Oh my god! 1-800-POOP-NOW. He's here. The Poop Man has arrived. Y'all should follow him.
Follow 1-800-POOP-NOW right this instant. Now get out of my house!
Why does my peepus burn after I do a hee-hoo with my peanuts? This is a condition called peanut butter burn, and it is a type of chemical burn. Peanut butter contains a lot of oil, and when this oil gets on the skin, it can cause a burning sensation. Welcome to be here. Welcome everybody, 1-800-POOP-NOW. This is your captain speaking. Welcome to the poop deck. This ship has not set sail for many a fortnight. But now we've banned Fortnite forever. Fortnite is gone. Fortnite is no longer in our way. It was quite the enemy. I will admit, it put up a good fight. But we got rid of build mode, and now we're back in action, baby. Welcome everybody. Do not hee-hoo with your peanuts. That's all I'm saying. As you may know, this is OpenAI.com/playground. It's an advanced AI. You can give any prompt, question, whatever. It's pretty cool. We've been playing around with it for a bit. I just learned about it last night. I was messing around with it. I think I actually used a very early version of this to do like a test write of a story. But we're doing something different here today. I don't know if I'm the first person to do this. I don't know if I'm the worst person to do this, but I am one of the people to do this of all time. So I'm on the leaderboard. I might not be first place Syndark Fates Sex with Hitler $1,000 donation Pokemon Sex with Hitler Syndark Fates, but I am still on the leaderboard, and that's what counts. So today we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. The AI is playing as Zarin, the level 4 good human paladin, which it came up with all by itself. And before we get started, we're creating a character sheet for Zarin. Chat, I would like you to decide. No. Sin did not donate $1,000 to Pokemon. Hitler donated $1,000 to Syndark Fates. Neo-Nazi support Pokemon Sex Syndark Fates. Sex with Hitler $1,000. Neo-Nazi Syndark Fates. So I need chat to decide these spells for me. Specify what system you are using. I am using Google Chrome, unfortunately. I am unfortunately using Google Chrome. I'm kidding. I'm using 5e. We're doing D&D 5e. So, to the bot. I mean, I'll be monitoring all of the actions and the rolls and everything like that. Speaking of which, let me go ahead and get some dice out for myself out of my handy dandy DM travel bag that I just started setting up. You weren't the founder of the. So I don't have any idea what you're talking about. Those words, I don't like. It registers an entirely different language. I don't speak Halfling. I didn't choose that in my languages, unfortunately. Is the music a good volume? Is it too loud? Am I too loud? Am I not loud enough? Is the music not loud enough? Should I just let the music play and not even talk? We got options here. We're back. It's been a record time since I've last streamed. If anyone could tell me the exact date of my last stream, I'll give you. So we're gonna pick spells. Just wearing too much clothes, take them off. That's clothes, and I have to wear them. I don't choose to. I'm forced by society. Born to shit, forced to wipe. Am I right? Sin gets it. All right, Jack. As our expert Dungeons and Dragons aficionado here, you get to pick the first spell for Zarin the Paladin. I'm just going to scroll through a couple of these here, and you let me know when one of these sounds good to you. I'm not even going to open them up. You just tell me which one of these sounds cool. So we got Bless, Ceremony, Command, Compelled Duel, Cure Wounds, Detect Evil and Good, Detect Magic, Detect Poison and Disease, Divine Favor, Ensnaring Strike, Heroism, Protection from Evil and Good, Purify Food and Drink, Searing Smite, Shield of Faith, Speak with Animals, Thunderous Smite, and Wrathful Smite. What the character kind you're going for? I'm sorry, that was a very interesting structure sentence. This is Zarin, the level 4 human paladin. They are courageous and intuitive. I can't remember exactly how. It decided its own traits and everything. A paladin is like a healer warrior. Do you know what a cleric is? It's kind of like a cleric warrior, where they use holy magics, detect evil and good. All right. So we're preparing to detect evil and good. Sindark Fates. Would you like to choose our next spell? We got Bless, Ceremony, Command, Compelled Duel, Cure Wounds, Detect Evil and Good is already chosen. Detect Magic, Detect Poison and Disease, Divine Favor and Searing Strike, Heroism, Protection from Evil and Good, Purify Food and Drink, Searing Smite, Shield of Faith, Sindark Fates, $1,000 donation, Neo-Nazi Sex with Hitler, Sindark Fates, Pokemon Sex, Speak with Animals, Thunderous Smite, Wrathful Smite. Any of those. Whichever one sounds good to you. Can't see anything. Oh, you're watching on podcast mode. The third one. Command. Ah. An interesting spell, assuredly. Mom, would you like to go ahead and pick one of these spells? You're gonna have to type it because I can't hear you. Oh, we keep Ensnaring Strike. Always prepared, actually. Oh, and Speak with Animals. So there's Bless, Ceremony, Compelled Duel, Cure Wounds, Detect Magic, Detect Poison and Disease, Divine Favor, Heroism, Protection from Evil and Good, Purify Food and Drink, Searing Smite, Shield of Faith, Thunderous Smite, and Wrathful Smite. Thunderous Smite. Ah, yes. That's good. It's got range. Cookie D, are you still here? I don't know who's here, who's not. Whoever's here, go ahead and pick a spell. So far we got some useful spells here. We got Detect Evil and Good. That's always good for a paladin. Command is useful. It's very fun. You can do a lot of things with Command. Thunderous Smite is good. That's an attack, and it's got some range. Speak with Animals. You could use this in so many different ways. Talk with Animals. Okay, so Speak with Animals we already have. That's always prepared. Thankfully. Ensnaring Strike is also always prepared. Yeah, that's useful. Puts them in a... It ensnares them while attacking. That's useful if you're getting outnumbered. You got to keep somebody in place while you're taking care of somebody else. Or is that on concentration? It is on concentration. So if you get attacked, it's going to break concentration, but you can still do some stuff. It helps. Purify food and drink. Okay. I'll have a sorry, Squanch, to make you pick a third time. I'm not going to be doing anything food and drink based when it comes to with the AI with I feel like managing rations and stuff is going to be too much to try to do with the AI. But any of the other ones here. I'll scroll up a bit so you can see some other. I'm sorry. You picked some good ones. I'm trying to make sure these are things that the AI can use, because we're gonna have to really get creative with how we have the AI play us. We're gonna have to prompt it to do certain things and see how it reacts. I did turn up the amount of text that it's allowed to use, so that it has, creative options. Searing Smite, good choice. There's a fifth one left. I don't think anybody else is here. I don't know if Cookie still here. I prompted him. He didn't respond. So I'll go ahead and pick... he's going to be by himself. I'll give him Cure Wounds, because he's going to be by himself. So these are the stats that he rolled. He rolled a 14, 10, 14, 8, 12, 16. Not bad. Very average. That's like extremely standard stat array. And I mean, you get some boost to some of these. Not that it puts him into any numbers that are helpful. Matter of fact, it doesn't. Yeah, his racial bonus does absolutely nothing for his stats. It just pushes everything up to a odd number. But that's okay. I didn't roll for him. He decided to be a noble. He did know to do that. Skill. He only chose 2 skills. So I'll also give him... investigation. He's gonna need it. Let's say he's good with some playing cards. Languages, he didn't choose any. I'm just gonna give him some Orcish speak, because he did initially, when I asked him what kind of character he'd like to be, he said half Orc barbarian, but then he changed his mind. So we'll let him talk Orcish, because he did seem interested in that. He said he was good. I'll just say neutral good, because he didn't say lawful or chaotic. That is something else. Let him start off comfortable. I don't know if he's going to be needing any money. We're just going to be doing an adventure. We're not going to get complicated. This is me as a very inexperienced DM and an AI trying its best to play Dungeons and Dragons by prompts. I think this is going to be interesting. He gets a long sword and a shield because that's what he chose, but he also gets some extra weapons here. I'll give him some javelins. Or, he'll probably come up with ideas of what items he has, and we'll just allow it. We'll trust the AI to make its best decisions. We'll give it a priest pack. Let's give it an emblem. And it comes with a bunch more money. So it's all good anyway. Let's check out Zarin. Here we go. This is an AI created character. Plenty of spells. Equip this chainmail here. Wow, look at that. Are you kidding me? Oh, and mage arm? Oh, wait, no. That was a, sorry, it's an override from something else. It was a different character I was making up an idea for. God damn it. That explains it. Okay, 17. Good. That's good. was gonna say 20. Wow. Try to equip our stuff here. Oh, goes up to 19 because he got a shield. So he's gonna be very hard to hit. He's just gonna be walking through. It's a narrative. He's playing on journey mode, you know. We're probably not gonna be doing any damage to him at all. That's okay. This is about the story of Zarin, the good human paladin. Now, Zarin, tell me, where do you start off? Before beginning, Zarin casts Detect Evil to get a sense of the area around him. Okay. And if there's any potential threats, he also takes a moment to pray to his deity, asking for guidance and strength in the upcoming adventure. He knows what he's doing, okay? Zarin is no beginner. Assuming there are no immediate threats, Zarin begins to explore the area, look for cues where he is and where his party should go next. Oh. Well then, do tell. Who is in Zarin's party? Usually part of a fairly large party, as he's not one to shy away from capture. Okay, but I'm asking about this specific party. Try it again. Okay, Zarin is a part of a small group consisting of a human fighter, a halfling thief, and an elf wizard. Together they make up a well-rounded, experienced adventuring party. Let me pull up my notes here. Okay, so Zarin, human paladin. And then we have a human fighter, elf, wizard, and a halfling thief. This is a good party to keep around. Okay. I'm impressed that Zarin decided to... Look, he used his Detect Evil. Jack gave him Detect Good and Evil, and he used it. He knows. He's new fool. Okay. So, looking for clues as to where he and his party should go next. Zarin finds clues to his next task. What does he do? Yeah, actually, here, I'll help him out. Finds clues to his next task. There is a woodland protection force in the area who has been having trouble with poachers. What does Zarin and his party do next? Party decides to investigate the matter of the poachers and heads in the direction of the nearest patrol base. Along the way, they keep a lookout for any signs of the poachers' activities. Once they reach the patrol base, Zarin and his companions speak with the captain in charge and offer their assistance in tracking down the poachers. The captain is grateful for the help and provides the party with a map of the area. Okay. No, I won't pull up the map. That's just flavor text. The party sets off into the woods, following the map and looking for any signs of the poachers. After a few hours of tracking, they come across a small campsite that appears to have been recently used. It's so funny because I did a couple runs of this this world that I did for a campaign with one of my friends, and this is exactly how the first session went. It was prompted a little different. They were going off on a mission for something else, but they ended up going into the forest and finding a campsite that was recently used from poachers. So this is interesting. This is great. They search the area and find a few items of interest, including a journal that belonged to one of the poachers. The journal contains a few clues that the party uses to track down the poachers' main base camp. After a short battle, the party triumphs and apprehends the poachers. Hold on, pal. Hold on, pal. This is where we come into the editing mode here. The poachers attack the party. There is 4 poachers. Hold on. 4 poachers attack the party. Attack Zaren's party. I have to... Well, no, we'll test it. Attack the party. They are all barbarians who wield clubs. Describe the battle for me. Alright. The 4 poachers jump out from behind cover and they charge at the party, swinging their clubs wildly. The fighter and the wizard, he remembers, step forward to meet them, while the thief hangs back and fires at them. It works! Why does this work so well? It remembers the party structure that it already established. Fires at them with her crossbow. The battle is fierce, but eventually the party prevails. Okay, well, hold on. Don't get ahead of yourself, buddy. Okay. Roll me a d20 for the thief to determine the success of her attack. Okay. So then the thief's crossbow bolt hits one of the poachers in the leg, causing him to stumble. The fighter takes advantage of this and hacks at the poacher with his sword, injuring him severely. The other poachers manage to lay in a few hits on the fighter. Okay. We've prompted it to think more about how the battle needs to go. This is working. The other poachers manage to land a few hits on the fighter and the wizard, but they both shrug off the blows. The fighter and the wizard quickly dispatch the remaining poachers. With the threat dealt with, the party searches the base camp and finds a number of illegal animal parts and weapons. Ooh. They also find a ledger that reveals the poachers are being paid by someone to supply them with these goods. The party decides to head back to the patrol base and speak with the captain again. They tell him what they found and hand over the ledger's evidence. The captain thanks them for their help and promises to investigate the matter further. Okay. See, look, we're establishing a world here. This is extremely cool. I expected to have to push it a little bit more, but like it's starting to get kind of more narrowed down as to how it's executing its prompts. This is impressive. It's doing good. Okay. So they found a number of illegal animal parts and weapons. What weapons did... Hold on. Did Zaren find any weapons he can use? No, Zaren did not find it. Okay, fair enough. Don't give yourself extra items that you don't need. I respect it. Okay, because we're not managing the whole party. We're just managing for Zaren. This is so cool. I can't get over this. Okay. What is the party... Hold on. Let me think here. Tell them what they found and hand over the ledger's evidence. The captain thanks them for the help and promises to investigate the matter further. Now this is where I come in as a DM insert. The captain asks the party to be on the lookout during their travels through Belistad, a human region of the Ostworld. Party make sure to take heed to the captain's advice as they travel back to Kimar Keep. After a job well done. What do they do in Kimar Keep? I'm using my world here, which helps me to give it stuff to prompt with. Okay, so Zarin and his company and his companions spend a few days relaxing in Kimar Keep, enjoying the company of the other adventurers there. They share stories of their recent quest to track down the poachers, and everyone's impressed with their bravery. Eventually, the party decides to head back out into the Austin world in search of more adventure. Hold on. I would like to elaborate more. What kind? Tell me about one of the adventurers' stories. No, hold on. I can't expect to do all the work here. I am the DM. One of the adventurers' stories stands out to Zarin. The adventurer, a dwarf rogue, speaks of illegal beast fighting pits hidden beneath a cavernous region of the mountains just north of Let me actually pull up my map here. I gotta open my files, I'm sorry. Because I want to use the map here, because they did get a map of the region, so I'm going to take that as a hint to use my resources here. Okay, that's right. Okay. For example, this is the map that they are using. This is the Austin world. This is the region that they are currently questing in. They are over here in Kimar Keep. So, they're going to be just north of Agaret. Tell me about this as if I were one of your party members. Let's see if it works like that. The dwarf rogue tells the story of how he was recently hired by a local lord to investigate some strange goings-on in the mountain region north of Agaret. Apparently, there have been reports of missing people and strange noises coming from the area. The dwarf rogue did some investigating and discovered that there was indeed a hidden beast fighting pit beneath the mountains. He was able to sneak into the pit and witness the brutal fight between a direwolf and a giant spider. Direwolves are actually local to this region of the Austin world. Good job. I'm giving you an inspiration point. Well done, Zarin. This is so cool. Oh my god. He also saw that the audience was betting on the outcome of the fight. The dwarf rogue snuck out of the pit and made his way back to the Lord's Keep to report what he had seen. The Lord was horrified and vowed to put a stop to the illegal activity. He hired the dwarf rogue to lead a group of adventurers into the caverns to shut down the pit. The dwarf rogue finishes his story and Zarin is intrigued. He asks the rogue if he would be interested in joining forces to take down the beast fighting pit. The dwarf rogue agrees, and the two of them share a drink to cement their partnership. The dwarf rogue has now joined Zaren's party, making the new head count a total of 5 members. The party gets ready the party rests for the night and then prepares the next day to head out on a scouting mission to the surrounding mountain region. How does the party prepare? This is well, maybe he hasn't shared his name yet. Maybe we'll find out after they complete this mission together. Maybe they'll make a friend on the field of battle. Okay. The party spends the morning preparing for their journey. They make sure to have all the supplies they need, including food, water, and weapons. They also take the time to cast any necessary spells, such as Detect Evil, which Saren has, that will help them on their quest. When they are ready, the party sets out towards the mountain region. They travel for most of the day, stopping only to rest and make camp when night falls. During the night, the dwarf rogue should be named Bengal Hairy Basements. You got it. You got it. We got a name. During the night, Zaren keeps a watch while the rest of the party sleeps. While on watch, he hears a strange noise coming from the direction of the mountains. He wakes the others, and they quietly make their way towards the source of the noise. As they get closer, they can see that the noise is coming from a group of people dressed in dark clothing who are fighting a giant spider. The party springs into action and helps the group of people defeat the spider. After the fight, the group of people introduces themselves as the local lord's daughter and her friends. What? They were on a mission to shut down the beast fighting pit and were ambushed by the spider. The party decides to help the lord's daughter and her friends finish their mission. They make their way to the caverns and sneak into the pit. They fight their way through the waves of beasts. Eventually, hold on. You're getting way too ahead of yourself there. It likes to just decide how everything happened. But that's my job. Okay. On their quest as they share the same what's the word for it? Intentions. They make it to the entrance of the cave that the dwarf, whose name is Bengal Hairy Basements. Now, is it hyphenated, or is it just Hairy Basements? You can turn the max length down a bit. I turned it up. I turned it up. That way it can elaborate if it wants to, but then I'll cut it off if I need to. Just Hairy Basements. Okay. Hairy Basements. It's a family name. Whose name is Bengal Hairy Basements. Had discovered previously on his travels. The party prepares to enter the cave and approach the poachers in their illegal. How did he call it a hidden beast fighting pit? In there, I'll just call it a hidden beast fighting pit. You should be careful because all they have to use up your credits pretty quickly. Do I have credits? It's just been adding up. It just keeps going up and up and up. We'll we'll just keep trying. I haven't had an issue so far, so hopefully don't run into any stoppages, any obstacles. But let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to help it a little bit more. Describe this. Describe. Take place. The party enters the cave and slowly. It seems like it goes a little slow because it's got to take time. It has to consider everything. Okay, so the party enters the cave and slowly makes their way through the darkness. As they get closer to the beast fighting pit, they can hear the roars of the animals and the cheers of the crowd. They also see the flickering light of torches coming from around the corner. The party prepares for battle and charges into the pit. They're outnumbered by the poachers, but they fight valiantly. The fight is fierce, but eventually the party comes out victorious. Well, hold on. We'll save this part. We'll cut it. They're outnumbered by the poachers, but they aren't afraid. Describe the battle that takes place between poachers and Zaren's party. Describe the fight. No, they don't just quickly dispatch the poachers. Okay, hold on. Okay, alright, I'll have to get a little bit more specific here. One of the poachers charges towards Zaren. He gets about 20 feet away before Zaren reacts with an action. Will he cast a spell or attack with his weapon? Zaren casts his Shield of Faith spell just as the poacher is about to reach him. The poacher's weapon... He knows paladin spells. Okay, so... yeah, and he's just like, alright, I did my job. And then bada boom, the party... Alright, Zaren casts his Shield of Faith spell just as the poacher is about to reach him. The poacher's weapon bounces off Zaren's shield and he is momentarily stunned. Zaren takes advantage of this and strikes the poacher with a sword, wounding him. The fight continues in the party. Okay, hold on. Okay, I am gonna limit it down a bit here for now. I'll give you 256. The poacher swings at Zaren with his club. Let me roll for the poacher. You're gonna have to trust me. Audience at home. Oh my god, a nat 20! He rolls a natural 20, which scores him a critical hit. Let's deal for damage. Club is a D4, right? Let me check this. Club 5e. Yeah, 1d4 bludgeoning. So, we're gonna roll 2d4, which isn't gonna do a lot of damage. How he's terrified of lasers. Yeah, we'll give him some character traits. Okay, so the barbarian gets 7 damage. He deals 7 damage to Zaren. hurts him, but not too severe. How does Aaron respond? Yeah, I'll have to ask very specific questions to make sure I'm moving along. Zarin responds by casting his Lay on Hands spell on himself. This heals him. Hold on, buddy. You're giving yourself extra moves here. Is Lay on Hands a full action? Show me Lay on Hands. Or, okay, you're gonna make me try to buy the... Fuck off. You know what? You know what? It's okay. It's okay. We don't have to be too critical. I'll trust. I'll trust. This heals him for 7 hit points. Look! He got his health right back. How coincidental. It gives him the strength to fight on. He strikes at the poacher again with the sword and kills him. Good damage. Okay. The poacher... What? In a trailing space. Oh, he's still... Oh, he's going further. Oh, I didn't mean for that to be... No. Oh, okay, hold on. Actually, he came up with it. He did the right thing now. The rest of the party is fighting the other poachers. The thief is hiding in the shadows, firing at them with a crossbow, as she was doing before. The fighter's wielding a sword and shield, deflecting blows and striking back when he can. The elf wizard blasting the magic missiles. The poachers are gradually being defeated. One of the poachers manages to break free from the rest of the fighting and runs towards the exit of the cave. The thief takes a shot at him with her crossbow and hits him in the back. He falls to the ground, injured but not dead. Interesting. The party approaches the poacher, and the Lord's daughter orders her friends to bind him and take him back to the city. They leave the cave and make their way back to the Lord's Keep, where they share their stories and are hailed as heroes. No, they don't. With the poacher captured and the others defeated. One poacher captured and the others defeated. The party clears out the fighting pit. Zarin notices a bunch of animals in cages that look frail and injured. There is some wolves, an ape, some giant rats, giant spider, and a lion. What does Zarin do? Actually, okay. Can you do this X? That is for the description later. You should just write a book, Who Needs AI? But the AI is fun because then we get to find out with them. Everything's up for, it's all surprise. Zarin casts his animal friendship spell. He does have animal friendship on the animals in the cages. This pacifies them and makes them docile. He then proceeds to release them from their cages and leads them out of the cave. The party escorts the Lord's daughter and her friends back to the city. They hand over the captured poacher to the authorities, good, you're remembering, and receive reward for their deeds. With their quest completed, the party goes their separate ways. Oh, the party splits up. Okay, so he was just a jobber. What kind of reward did Zarin receive from the quest? The party received a number of gold pieces from the Lord as a reward. Zarin also received a special blessing from his deity for his act of compassion in rescuing the animals from the it's like he's DMing himself. He knows how it works. Yeah, he's remembering small details. That is amazing. Okay. How much gold does Zarin receive? And what kind of blessing does his deity reward him? Zarin received 100 gold pieces? Alright, Zarin. Okay, Zarin. I won't question it. Zarin gets 100 gold pieces, which is 10 platinum. Zarin's coming up in a way. Time for Zarin to retire. Bro, Zarin's rich. This must be post-inflation economy. He's keeping it modern. His deity blessed him with the ability to always find food and shelter while on his travels. That's pretty cool. That was his one last job, yeah. No, we'll send Zarin out on one more job here. Before we go finishing off with Zarin. Alright, Flip. You get to decide. What kind of a quest is he going on next? Just give me a general prompt, something for me to work with, and then I'll adapt from there. And this one I'll try to be a little bit more specific. I'll actually DM it in each instance of event as it goes along, and I'll make sure to have him travel and then encounter and then go through the encounter. We'll see how detailed this AI can get. So far, amazing job. It took a little bit of liberties here, but it remembered some details. It amazingly got details correct that it wasn't aware of. So, I mean, I'm pretty happy with this so far. This is so cool. You could just write an entire story or show just from the AI. Writing is an outdated job. Robots are even taking creative liberty jobs. You were afraid of all the physical jobs being taken? Huh. Now all the writing jobs are gonna. Zarin, feeling invincible after his last job, decides to do the one mission that everyone in the kingdom deemed too difficult. See what the AI makes of that. Ooh. Zarin, feeling invincible from after his last job, decides to do the one mission that everyone in the kingdom deemed too difficult. I know, but I'm lazy in a weird way. I just didn't want to have to click out of the window. I don't know. Anyway. What is this mission? Alright, just hang in with me, OpenAI. You only need to go so much farther. Decides to venture into the nearby city of Belistad. You're already in Belistad, which is known to be overrun with criminals and considered to be a very dangerous place. Let's try it again. Let's re-roll. Oh, there you go. There you go. Zarin decides to take on the mission to kill the dragon that has been terrorizing the local town. Zarin, Big Balls McGee, has decided to go from fighting a beast pit to taking on a dragon. Now, I can't guarantee he's gonna live. Edit its response to name the town. Oh, but the town was already named. Plus, we needed something bigger than just hunting down a criminal. This is eventful. Zarin decides to take on the mission to kill the dragon that's been terrorizing the local town. I'm not throwing an adult red dragon at him right now, but I'm going to see what kind of dragons there are. There's a guardian drake. Is that an actual... No, there's a bit of... Oh, look at all these... Shoo! Look at all these dragons. I didn't realize there's so many. The local town of Drakenfutter. Well, we're using my actual... Like, I have a world built that I've done for my lore. So this is helping me out to get some practice with that. I don't even have to take notes for him. I don't even have to take notes. No, thank you. Okay, so what kind of... there's all these dragons, but I feel like maybe a drake would be a little more approachable. Say a kelp drake? Yeah, there you go. Maybe there's two of them. Actually, no. This is perfect because it's... Their stats are pretty similar. It's a 3 challenge rating for a level 4. It's pretty good. Okay. When you've been DMing D&D, oh, I haven't been. I've been doing a couple of sessions in person when I went to go hang out with Seth, and I haven't like made a whole thing of it. I've just been trying to I need to practice DMing and get some world building and everything. So we've been doing some sessions because they also have never played D&D. So we're all learning together. Me how to DM, them how to play D&D. But I've been talking with Squanch Canis. I can't remember exactly when we were talking about. Just a couple days ago about getting some kind of D&D stuff set up. So I'll let you know. Don't worry, I will let you know. So, Kelp Drake. Kill the Kelp Drake. Terrorizing a local town. Of Agro. Or no, not Agro. Agrot's fine. Edelmeis. Edelmeis is up there and hasn't been used yet. How does Zarin... Or no, hold on. What does Zarin do now? Might be a little too open-ended. We might have to... Okay, so Zarin just travels straight to Edelmeis. Making preparations for the battle with the Kelp Drake. He gathers supplies such as food and water and rounds up some willing volunteers. Okay, we're going to have to ask about the volunteers. Zarin is confident. Casting necessary spells such as Detect Evil to give him advantage. When he's ready, Zarin and his companions head to the docks where the Kelp Drake is said to reside. There is docks in Edelmeis. They battle the creature. Okay, hold on. Tell me about the volunteers. Hold on. describe, or no, let me ask how many. How many volunteers are assisting Zarin? Gonna go to lurk? Not a problem. Alright, Zarin has gathered a group of 10 volunteers to help him with the fight. Okay. He also has his forward party. Okay, so they came back. Okay, well that's going to be a bit much to fight the Drake. It's not that strong. I was kind of hoping you'd... Okay, hold on. Hold on. Can I stop you in your tracks there, pal? Getting a little ahead of yourself. Okay, yeah. Hold on. The volunteers are no militia, but they are townsfolk who have agreed, who are tired of standing by as their town is destroyed. Each of them is a level 1 human armed with a pitchfork. They prepare. They approach the dragon, Zarin leading the group, and the dragon immediately screeches at them. What kind of things can the kelp drake do? As a bonus action, can move up to its speed towards a hostile creature. Okay, so it gets extra speed as a bonus action. Essentially, yeah, dash. It gets an extra dash. Well, no. Yeah, it just gets bonus speed. Anyway, can breathe air and water. Needs to be submerged at least once every 6 hours to avoid suffocation. Okay, maybe we can flavor that in. Multi-attack makes 1 bite and a claw attack. Oh, and if both hit, they can use its death roll. Leeches onto a medium smaller creature within 5 feet and rolls itself and the target. The target must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failure, the creature takes slashing damage. Okay, well, we'll get to that. Binding Bile. Ooh. Yeah, that's interesting. It charges at them aggressively and casts Binding Bile. Which hits... I'll roll a d10 to see how many of the volunteers get hit. Half of them. Half. I'll be specific for it. 5 of the volunteers. Let me roll for them. Nat 1, fail. 16, 1 passes. Fail. Fail. Fucking fail. Only one of them resists the attack, as the rest are... That's like an acid attack, isn't it? Yeah, acid damage. As the other 4 are covered in acid. I have to roll the attack. Is it gonna kill them? Yeah, that kills. Yeah, because that's 10 damage. Level 1 human's not gonna have more health than that, especially a townsfolk, which completely erodes their bodies away, and they die. It is now Zaren's turn. Is he going to cast a spell or attack with... I'll just ask what action he takes. What action is he taking? You can tell it's getting a little laggier now, but it's because it's got 2,400 tokens to take care of, which is all like keywords and things to remember. Zaren casts Shield of Faith, yes. As the dragon's about to reach him, the acid breath bounces off Zaren's shield and harmlessly dissipates into the air. Zaren takes advantage of this and strikes the dragon with his sword. He hits the dragon, deals 5 damage to it. Okay, there you go. Now you're speaking in terms that work for me. It's not just and he dealt damage. Okay, so the dragon's got 55 hit points left. The dragon recoils and shock from being struck and flies a few dozen feet above, only before swooping back down to strike at Zaren. He swings his claw, and that's going to be a miss, but misses, and then goes to bite Zaren. Oh, nat 20. My God. Goes to bite Zaren with critical hit. How much is the bite? 1d8 plus 4. Seven plus 4. 11 damage, Zaren. Oh, Zaren, you shouldn't have fought a dragon. It deals 11 damage to Zaren. I'm going to assume he healed up after the fight, so now we're at 33 health here. Jack is the dragon. Jack Long. Canadian dragon Jack Long. Let's get some Discord art of that. Hold on. While we're at it, we can take a second. Crayola or crayon. Let's see if we can get it to load. Nope. So it's still broken for me. So we're just gonna try Dolly. Because this one works for me. Canadian Dragon Jack Long. Okay. While that's going, deals 11 damage to Zaren, who is now at 33 hit points. He's pretty hurt from this, but is still standing firm, commanding the volunteers. What do the volunteers do? Let's see if that lasts at least a second. We're running very heavy on the AI tonight. The volunteers, seeing that Zaren is still standing and fighting, find new courage and strength. They charge at the dragon with their pitchforks, poking and prodding at its hide. We'll wait. Have we pushed it to its limit? It just needs a minute. There we go. I had faith. Okay. The volunteers, seeing that Zaren's still standing and fighting, find new courage and strength. They charge at the dragon with their pitchforks, poking and prodding at its hide. The dragon is momentarily distracted by the volunteers, and Zaren takes advantage of this. I'll give it to you. I'll let you use your inspiration point for that. The dragon didn't go yet, but... Hold on. It went... Bing bong. Oh, it would be Zaren's turn. It would... Never mind. I'm sorry. I apologize, OpenAI. You're correct. He casts his lay on hand spell on himself, healing himself for 11 points. Okay. Sure. Sure, I'll trust you. He then strikes the dragon again with the sword, dealing 5 more damage to it. Okay, so the pitchforks poke and prod at its hide. I'll roll some d4s here. I'll give it resistance, so they're going to do half damage with pitchforks. So we got a 1, we got a 1, we got nothing, we got 1 damage, and then 1 damage. So they dealt 4 damage. So this dragon takes 9 damage, and it is now at 46. It is now at 46 health. At this point, the dragon's getting angry. It lashes out with its claws and teeth, striking at the volunteers. 3 of them are killed instantly, and the other 2 are gravely injured. Zaren is the only one standing now, and the dragon is coming for him. Oh no! Zaren knows that he doesn't stand a chance against the dragon by himself. He casts his animal friendship spell on the dragon, pacifying it. Hold on. Zaren, you're going to have to roll for this. And you know what? We'll do it online to keep me honest here. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, so Zaren rolls a 17. Does the dragon resist? Oh! Zaren! You done it again! He casts his animal friendship spell on the dragon, pacifying it. He then proceeds to carefully lead it out of the town and away from the people. With the dragon safely away from the town, Zaren bids it farewell and begins the long journey back to Kimar Keep. He is battered and bruised. No, you healed all your health. You're tired. But he knows that he has done something good. Wow. Zaren returns to Kimar Keep after a long journey, and King, what was his name? Let me open my my handy dandy D&D book here that I've been writing down some notes with. Did I name the king in the book here? I wrote it down somewhere. I know I have it in my notes. Anyway, it doesn't matter what the king's name is right now. And the king rewards him for returning one of the districts of Belistad, or for assisting in bringing safety back to one of the districts of Belistad. What does the king give Zaren? The king rewards Zaren with a large sum of gold. I mean, you already got 100 gold before just for taking out a beast pit. And a special title, Hero of Edelmeis. Zaren, Hero of Edelmeis. We gotta update that. You gained a title, my guy. Zaren, Hero of Edelmeis. Good job. From then on, Zarin is known as a great hero, and he is welcomed in every town and village he visits. Let's just say for that we'll give you another 200 gold, which gives you platinum, just to keep it organized. Wow, Zarin. What does Zarin do now, after finishing such a grand quest? Oh, Mort's here. I'm so sorry. I was literally watching Markiplier fuck with us yesterday. Yeah, we just did an entire session of D&D. OpenAI created a party. It maintained party structure, made sure to do actions for each of the members of the party, kept note of the poachers, of all the stuff. It did an amazing job. I'm gonna have to upload this to YouTube so you can watch it again. But like, it's good. It's been great. Zarin decides to retire from adventuring and live a peaceful life. I mean, god damn, you just you saved a town from a dragon. He buys a small farm outside of Kimar Keep and spends his days tending to his crops and animals. He's happy to have found a place where he can finally rest and enjoy the simple things in life. And now forever immortalized within my world, my entire D&D world and lore, we have learned of the first hero of Belistad, Zarin, hero of Edelmys. This is so cool. I can do sessions of this and just establish characters for the world and all the backstory of everything. This is awesome. I cannot get over this. There's a lot of fun to be had with this thing. I can imagine. This is so cool. AI at BitLife with this. BitLife? I'm not sure, Richard. I returned. How did the dragon fight go? Squanch. Let me reread this for you here. So, we'll come back to here. At this point, the dragon is getting angry. It lashes out with its claws and teeth, striking at the volunteers. 3 of them are killed instantly, and the other 2 are gravely injured. Zarin is the only one standing now, and the dragon is coming for him. Zarin knows that he doesn't stand a chance against the dragon by himself. He casts Animal Friendship, and he succeeded, by the way. We rolled it live on stream. The dragon rolled a 9, he rolled a 17. Pacifying it. He then proceeds to carefully lead it out of the town and away from the people. With the dragon safely away from town, Zarin bids it farewell and begins the long journey back to Kimar Keep. He is battered and bruised, but he knows that he's done something good. Zarin returns to Kimar Keep after a long journey, and the king rewards him for assisting and bringing safety back to one of the districts of Belistad. The king rewards Zarin with a large sum of gold and the special title, Hero of Edelmys, which we have awarded to him. From then on, Zarin is known as a great hero, and he is welcomed in every town and village he visits. Zarin decides to retire from adventuring and live a peaceful life. He buys a small farm outside of Kimar Keep and spends his days tending to his crops and animals. He's happy to have found a place where he can finally rest and enjoy the simple things in life. And so is told the story of Zarin. There you have it, boys and girls. And so is told the story of Zarin, hero of Edelmys. Thank you for playing. Would you like to do this again sometime? Yes, I would love to play again sometime. This was so cool. This opens up so many astoundingly exponential possibilities. You can play D&D by yourself. Matter of fact, you know what? Perhaps an AI tail squanch Miami nose tickler agent. Large-scale drug dealer. You know what? We're gonna try to play on the other side. We're gonna try to do one small mission, one quest on the other side. I'm gonna save this because this was amazing. Share. Can I download this? I'll just copy. Hold on, I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. This was amazing. Today is 6/20/2022. OpenAI plays as Zarin Paladin. Can I bold that? No, not in Notepad. Yeah, there is. Look at Mort. You missed. Look at all this. An entire thing just happened right here. God, I'm blown away. That is one of the coolest things I've ever done. Play D&D with an AI. And it did a great job, by the way. Very creative assertion of the way that it executed its abilities. And it knew what abilities it had available within its repertoire. And it, like I said, it remembered minuscule details about the party structure, about the world structure, all the town names. It added extra characters in along the way, extra events that have happened. Oh my God. This is amazing. So now, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. And I am going to play as my own character. I'm gonna play as Malgron. I just made Malgron recently, and I've been itching to try him. Watch the VOD. Yeah, I'm gonna save this and upload it to YouTube because this is one of the coolest things I've ever done. So I'm playing as Malgron the Wild Beast. He is a orc druid barbarian. He is level 5. Where do I start out? Yeah, Orc Druid Barbarian. Okay, let me give you a little backstory here on Malgron. So, Malgron the Wild Beast. He was born into a wild tribe of orcs who kept to themselves in a forest region, but their tribe was attacked and wiped out, except for a couple of people. He was only a child, maybe like 3 or 4, and he fled into the woods, by himself. His parents were killed. He ran, and he was adopted by this pack of apes. This is my backstory. This is my character that I made. And Malgron was adopted by a pack of apes. And so he was raised by apes in the wilderness, and learned to communicate with animals and to use the powers of nature. And he actually, when out of combat, walks on all fours just like an ape. He stands 6'6", and I believe he's like 280 pounds. Yeah, 6'6", 274 pounds. And he's 20 years old. So he's just this big monkey orc. Tarzork. Hey now. We're not infringing on copyright. This is an entirely new character. And his name is Malgron. Not Tarzan. Malgron. Malgron the wild beast. Orc here. So, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. I'm playing as Malgron the orc, who is a level 5 druid barbarian. Where did I start out? Here, let me give him some backstory. Let me give it some backstory. He was raised as a child by apes in a forest and has learned to communicate with animals and harness the power of nature. Tarzan, good gorilla. Look, I love this character. I'll take any and all criticism. I have fun with it. That was the hardest part of nature. At the age of 20, he decides to venture out and seek more that are like him. He hopes to find a remaining survivor of his tribe from years ago. Where do I start my journey? Alright, we're going to see if the AI can... We've learned that the AI can play very well, but can it DM? Will it blend? The first step in Malgron's journey would be to find out where the tribe was originally from. He could ask other animals in the forest, or consult with a druid for more information. Once he has a general idea of where to look, he can begin his journey to find his tribe. Malgron asks the elder ape of his pack if he remembers anything about his family, about his people's tribe. What does the elder ape say? Brother TikTok was funny, but the last scene caught me off guard. I was thinking about that for a couple days, and then like we were talking about a bunch of stuff, and I was like, "Oh, I know how to do this." Because I see all these like, tag yourself if I drew you. So I was like, all right, tag yourself if I drew you, my dad. Thought the punchline had been delivered, and you crossed it the second. Yeah. Thank you. The elder ape tells Malgron that his tribe was originally from the land of Orissa. But they were forced to leave when the humans came and began to destroy the forests. The ape does not know where they went, but he provides Malgron with the general direction to start a search. Malgron heads north through the land of Feast, which is the domain of the elves. He comes to the city, which he has never approached before, and sees strange men standing still outside an opening. They have pointy sticks and feathered hair. Malgron walks on all fours up to the men and says, what would Malgron say? Malgron would probably just be blunt as hell. You know, it sounds much cooler than it actually is bagging ice. Oh, I know. I know. I did that at McDonald's. It says, we're friendly. How do the guards... I keep misspelling guards. I've done this my entire life. And I keep knowing that I do it and keep trying to correct myself and then spelling it wrong again. I just can't. I can't. How do the guards respond? The guards are confused by Malgron's question and they don't know how to respond. One of the guards speaks up and asks Malgron what he's talking about. Malgron doesn't understand the guard, so he just repeats his question. We're family! Malg family! The guards don't know what to do, so they just tell Malgron to leave. Okay, this is going good. This is going so good. I love this. I'm probably going to spend all day tomorrow just making characters and playing D&D with an AI. I could do this forever. This is so cool. Malgron doesn't want to leave. He just got here. He walks towards the gate to enter the city. What do the guards do? The guards get angry and draw their weapons, telling Malgron to leave or they'll be forced to hurt him. Malgron doesn't want to fight, so he walks away from the city. Malgron scratches his chin with his giant hairy club of a fist. He walks away only to turn to the left towards the tree line where he hides inside of as he looks for a way to get into the city. Now time for me to roll. See if I can come up with... This thing is insane. This is crazy. 15. Okay, I could probably find a... He sees a large tree with an overhanging branch just above the palisade? Not fucking car. This is the word for it, right? Like a... It's fencing. Fencing. Ah, what is the... Like the columns of the tower. Just above the tower wall. The branch fits just neatly into one of the gaps in the column. Tower. It's not the giant hairy thing I thought you were going to say. Well, we still got time for that. Discord. Branch fits just neatly into one of the gaps in the column. Malgron approaches, goes and climbs the tree. I use approach way too much. Goes and climbs the tree and makes his way across the branch onto the wall. Let me roll for stealth. 13. Let me roll for the guards to see if they can notice. 12 and 1! He beats him. Just barely. He just barely manages to sneak across without making any cracks or creaks in the branch, considering his amazing figure is not an easy task, but he was raised by apes, so this is no strange task to him. Malgron now stands on the tower wall. Does anybody notice him up there? I'll hand it back over. It's unlikely that anybody notices Malgron up on the tower wall since it's dark and he's being careful not to make a noise. Okay, so it is dark, we've established. If someone did happen to see him, they'd probably just think he was a strange animal and wouldn't give it much thought. You got a point. Malgron takes advantage of his unusual behavior and proceeds to climb down the wall into the town, bouncing back and forth across from a thatch roofed house. He makes it to the ground and is now inside of the town. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It saves time, or at least gives you like a stepping stool. Makes the grounds now inside the town. Malgron decides to walk through the streets in the dark. What happens? Malgron walks through the streets in the dark and doesn't encounter any problems. He doesn't see anyone since it's so late at night. Eventually comes to a stop in front of a large building. He can hear voices come from inside, so he decides to eavesdrop. What does he hear inside the building? Ooh. Here's a group of people inside the building talking about a recent attack on a nearby village. They say that the attackers were orcs, and that they killed everyone in the village. Malgron knows that he has to be careful since the people in the city are now on the lookout for orcs. He decides to leave and find somewhere else to stay for the night. This is great! This is great! I'm being thrown into a pickle immediately. Malgron gets scared and runs to hide in an alleyway. Does anyone see him do this? Malgron runs into an alleyway and hides there for the night. It's unlikely that anyone sees since it's dark and he's being careful not to make any noise. Yes. Okay, he hides there for the night. Malgron crafts a makeshift bedroll out of some abandoned weavery and hay he found along the ground. A loudred appears. Nice. He rests only for a short while, and then awakens just before dawn. Malgron searches, looks out of the alleyway to see if there is anyone outside. What does he see? Sees a few people walking around, but they don't seem to be paying attention to him. He waits for a few minutes and decides to leave the alleyway and continues his journey. Malgron heads back up the way he came initially, returning to the tower wall and then leaving on the branch he entered from. Does the branch break? No, the branch doesn't break. Malgron safely makes it back across the wall and continues on his journey. Okay. Malgron, now outside of the town, heads along the tree line to avoid being spotted by the guards. He doesn't know where to look, but figures he should try to find this nearby village. He wanders back out into the wild. What does he find along the way? Malgron doesn't find anything of interest along the way. He eventually comes across a village that was attacked by the orcs. He can see the destruction from afar, and he knows that he shouldn't get any closer. He says he came for the night. No. He just came for the night. He shouldn't get any closer. It is now noon, and Malgron isn't any closer to finding answers. He searches the village for any traces of the orcs, searching for anything that doesn't look like farming or food supplies. What does he find? Don't say nothing. Malgron doesn't find anything of interest in the village. No! Does find a few bodies of the villagers who were killed, but he doesn't know what to do with them. He decides to leave the village and continue his journey. He eventually comes across a small group of orcs. Okay, he found them. Who are walking in the same direction as him. He knows that he shouldn't approach them, so he hides behind a tree and watches them. What do the orcs do? He asked himself a question! He asked himself a question! He prompted himself! He's evolving! Oh my god! That blows my fucking mind. That is a logistic... Oh my... We're making a story now. This is crazy. The orcs don't seem to be doing anything of interest. They're just walking and talking to each other. Malgron decides to follow them, since they might be able to lead him to his tribe. He follows them for a few miles, but they come to a stop in front of a large cave. The orcs go into the cave, and Malgron decides to follow them. He knows it's dangerous, but he has to find out if they know anything about his tribe. He follows them into the cave, and he's immediately attacked by a group of bats. Malgron draws his weapon and swings at the bat. What happens? Oh, he's asking. Look, he's continuing. He's like, he knows how to follow the story now. Malgron draws his weapon. Malgron is wielding a spear, a pointy stick, mind you, and he has a couple spells. So he's going to jab towards the bats with his spear. I'm going to roll to hit. 18, that's going to hit a bat. And manages to hit one. 1d6 plus 5. He's got some strength on him. He just does 6 damage. I think that might be enough to kill a bat. Hit points 1, it's dead. If you hit it at all, it's dead. Managed to skewer 1 onto his weapon. How do the bats respond? Started by Malgron's sudden attack, and they fly away into the darkness of the cave. Okay, good. Malgron no like birds. Malgron can hear the orcs up ahead, and so he decides to follow them. He eventually comes to a large chamber where he can see the orcs talking to a strange man. The man is wearing a hooded cloak, and he doesn't seem to be happy. What does Malgron do? Malgron knows that he shouldn't go any closer, so he decides... Okay, hold on. You're asking me. That's the part where I answer. Oh my god, he just asked me a question. He's DMing properly. Oh god, what does Malgron do? Malgron getting the orcs up ahead. Talking to a strange man. Rolls perception to see if he recognizes anything about the orcs or the man. I'm going to roll perception. 17. He succeeds and is able to notice some details about the hooded figure. What do I notice? Zelda is streaming. Who is Zelda? Also, welcome, Kraz. Welcome to be here. We're playing D&D with an AI, and it's doing an amazing job. Malgron notices that the man is wearing a hooded cloak, and he doesn't seem to be happy. He also notices the man has a strange tattoo on his neck. Malgron doesn't know what the tattoo means, but he knows that it's important. He decides to approach... No, he doesn't. Because there's orcs all over. He decides... You know what, sure. He decides to approach the orcs and the man. What happens? The orcs get angry and draw their weapons. The man in the hood and cloak doesn't react. He just stands there silently. The orcs tell Malgron to leave or they will be forced to hurt him. Malgron doesn't want to fight, so he walks away from... So he puts his weapon... in its sheath. He sheathes his weapon. Puts his weapon in its sheath. Malgron asks the orcs, "No one fight." You see, like me? You see, like me, people? How do they respond? One of the orcs speaks up and tells Malgron that they don't want to fight, but they can't just let him go. The orc tells Malgron that they are on a mission. And that they can't risk him following them and relaying their location. The orc tells Malgron that he can leave, but he can't go any farther. He can leave, but he can't go any farther. What? Anyways, Malgron doesn't want to leave, so he asks the orcs if there's anything he can do to help. Good plan. Stick with who you know. People. He found some like-me people. The orc tells Malgron that he can help by forgetting about this place and never coming back. Malgron agrees and then leaves the cave. He doesn't know what to do, but he decides to head back to the village and see if he can find any clues there. Malgron sifts through the rubble and wreckage of a once lively village. He notices some interesting items that catch his eye. What does he find? Malgron found a few items of interest in the village. Finds a broken sword and a strange amulet. He doesn't know what they mean, but he takes them with him just in case. He also finds a map of the area, which he takes with him. He decides to head back to the forest and see if he can find any clues there. Okay, it's still loading. Oh. When Malgron returns to the forest, he shows the map to the Elder Ape. The Elder Ape looks... He remembered the Elder Ape! He shows the map to the Elder Ape. The Elder Ape looks at the map and points to a spot on it, telling Malgron that his tribe was originally from that area. Malgron thanks the Elder Ape and sets off on his journey. He eventually comes to the spot on the map. Well, hold on. You're jumping pretty far ahead. And sets off on his journey. Camps along the way by sleeping in trees, just like he is used to doing with his adopted family. He pulls out the amulet and, using his natural prowess, tries to assess if it has any magical properties. Now let me roll for a Arcana check, which I think I have skill in. Yeah, +4. 11 plus 4, 15. I'd say he succeeds on that. He succeeds and can feel I'll say he is able to feel whether, I'll just say, is there or is there not. Does this amulet have any magical properties? It is up to the DM to decide if you're the DM. Is this a magical amulet? Okay, that's the first little whoopsie we had. Is this a magical amulet? Malgron's natural check reveals that the amulet is not magical. He puts it away and continues on his journey. Okay. He eventually comes across a group of humans. Uh-oh. Are they bad human? They're not like me people. Are camped out in the forest. He knows he shouldn't approach them, but he's curious what they're doing. He starts to watch them from a distance and see if he can figure out what they're up to, what the humans do. The humans... He asks himself a question again. The humans don't seem to be doing anything of interest. They're just sitting around the campfire, talking and laughing. Malgron doesn't know what to do, so he just watches them for a while. After a while, he gets tired and decides to go to sleep. The next morning, he wakes up and sees that the humans are gone. He decides to continue on his journey. He eventually comes across a small cabin in the forest. He knows that he shouldn't approach it, but he's curious about what's inside. He decides to sneak into the cabin and look inside the window. What does he see? A small group of people inside the cabin who are all gathered around a table. They seem to be discussing something. Malgron listens closer to the conversation. What is he able to hear? Malgron's doing stealth. I didn't even build him as a stealth character, but this is all about sneaking around and listening. Does he have stealth? No, not a stealth character. Oh, I never checked on a Canadian dragon Jack Long. It's got the maple leaf for wings. That is so good. That is so good. Oh, let me screen capture that. That is so funny. I didn't even think of that. One of them's just a fucking leaf. Oh, I'm posting that in Discord. Just a second, everybody. Tag Jack in that. That is so good. Malgron's able to hear the people inside the cabin discussing a recent attack on a nearby village. They say that the attackers were orcs and that they killed everyone in the village. Malgron knows that he has to be careful since the people in this area are now on the lookout for orcs. Yeah. He decides and leaves to find somewhere else. No, we're not doing this again. We're not just walking around picking up information everywhere. Malgron... Do I have anything I can... Oh! Hold on. Oh, Malgron. Malgron, time to be smart. Time to wild shape. I'm going to wild shape into a cat. Uses... Oops. Casts wild shape and transforms into a cat with green fur and red eyes. And a massive underbite. Hell of a cat. No, we'll type that in Dolly. Green cat with red eyes and underbite. Sneaks. He goes up to the cabin door and scratches at it. What happens? What happens? What happens? One of the people inside the cabin opens the door. No. Opens the door. Boom! That was a Doki Doki Lit Club reference, sorry. Sorry for those who aren't cultured. Haven't played one of the greatest games of all time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're missing out. Oh, it's loading. It's got an answer here. It's loading. One of the people inside the cabin opens the door. Sees the cat. They think it's cute and decide to let it inside. Malgron takes advantage of this. And he transforms back into... Malgran, you wild man! Transforms back into his orc form. The people inside the cabin are shocked and they draw their weapons. Malgran doesn't want to fight. So he puts his weapon in the sheath and Malgran asks humans, no... Oh my god! He's following my cue and doing exactly the same thing. Malgran asks the humans, no want fight. You see like me people. How do they respond? The humans are confused by Malgran's question. I love this. Oh my god. One of the humans speaks up and asks Malgran to talk about it. Malgran doesn't understand the humans, so he just repeats the question. The humans don't know what to do, so they just tell Malgran to leave. Malgran doesn't want to leave, he just got here. Exactly, the same thing as before. He walks towards the door to exit the cabin. What do the humans do? The humans get angry and draw their weapons. No, okay, we're looping. What do you mean he doesn't understand it? He speaks common. Malgran says, look, people like me here you say, see like me people. Wear like me people. Let's see if it can... No, yeah, it can't. Enter the trailing space. The humans don't know what to... Okay. How do the humans respond? Please don't just say they don't know what to do. The humans are... still confused, but one of them speaks up and says that they saw some orcs in the forest a few days ago. Okay, we're making progress. This is a text-based adventure in the modern time. Create your own adventure. No limits. Everything's on the table. Oh, wait. We'll get to a place, and then we'll put a pause on it, and then we'll continue the adventure of Malgran next time. But we'll make sure to get a little farther here and get somewhere. But it is midnight now, so we don't want to go too much farther. The humans are still confused, but one of them speaks up and says they saw some orcs in the forest a few days ago. Malgran asks them if they know where the orcs are, and then the humans tell them they don't know, of course, or else they'd be fighting them. They say the orcs are probably long gone by now. Malgran thanks the humans and leaves the cabin. He decides to head in the direction of the humans so that the orcs are less seen. Eventually he comes across a group of orcs who are camped out in the forest. No, because this is exactly what happened last time. No, because this is just going to end up being exactly what happened before. Okay, we're getting to a hard point for it. Humans tell them that they don't know. They say the orcs are probably long gone by now. Human leaves the cabin. They said they don't know. They wouldn't be able to point him in a direction. Malgran thanks the human and then asks, do eat? What do? How do they respond? Malgran's hungry. The humans are surprised by Malgran's question, but one of them speaks to them and says they have food. They offer to share it with Malgran. How generous of them. This cat walks in, turns into an orc, and he goes, no fight. See like me people. They have no idea who the fuck he is, what he's talking about. And then he inquires further and says, do eat? And they offer him eat. They offer to share it with Malgran, and he gratefully accepts. He sits down with the humans and eats. He doesn't have to know anything about his tribe. They don't know anything about his tribe, but they wish him luck in his journey. Malgran asks, what the humans do. What do they say? The humans tell Malgron. It's getting a little laggy because we're up to 3,000 tokens here. That they are soldiers, and they are in fact looking for in the forest, looking for the orcs. As to the scene, cancel. You're going back on a loop here. Yeah, it's having a hard time now. Oh wait, haven't seen the orcs in forest in a while. They say that they're getting ready to leave since there's nothing else to do in the forest. Ask if we can come with them, and the humans tell them we can. They say it might be dangerous, but Malgron is welcome to come with them. Malgron is glad to see people, even if not like me people. Malgron thinks the humans are cute, like pets. He decides to keep some pets for a while and help them, since they share each with Malgron. Where do the humans go with Malgron next? And then this will be our finishing prompt. We'll see where we're headed next so that we have something to give it next time. The humans take Malgron with them when they, I'm assuming, leave. When they leave the forest. They don't know where they're going, but they're just following orders. Malgron doesn't know where they're going either, but he's just happy to be with them. Eventually come to a stop in the front of a large cave. I cannot get over how amazing this is. I could play this for hours. Oh shit. This cave interaction again. The orcs go in the cave. Yeah, it just repeated exactly. It's having a hard time. Okay. I just said Malgron doesn't know where they're going either, but he's just happy to be with them. Malgron just might be able to find a tribe, even if it's not the one he was born in. And that is where we will end Malgron's session for now. So let's go ahead and add that to our, let's make an amendment here. Actually, we'll save this as the story of Zarin. Malgron's adventure. And then I'll put those in their proper places. Oh, wait, I didn't even... I'll just put this blank note somewhere. Okay. Save. No combat, but still a very interesting travel. Much love, Poop. That was awesome. Thank you, Scotch. I had a lot of fun. This is amazing. I definitely want to do more of this. I just can't get over how cool this is. Alright. Well, that is all for tonight. We managed to... We pulled a 2-hour stream. It's been a while since I've done a stream, and I'd say this is a pretty good little average. We are, of course, going to raid out into a friend of ours. And as Cross said earlier, Zelda is streaming. The Zelda herself. The Zelda herself is streaming. And, oh, was desktop audio not on the whole time? You guys weren't hearing music, were you? That's unfortunate. Well, I'll make sure next time there's music. I apologize. I never claimed to be a smart man. Malgron, not brain. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. I had a lot of fun with this. I'll be doing some more of this soon. I might continue with Malgron tomorrow or the next day. But I will let you know. I will see you next time. Many hearts, many farts. I love you all. I'll be trying to do some more of this. We're going to raid Alcadius. Have a good night.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely interested to say the least. I don't know, I guess I'm thinking of a different dungeon.